This is for the man of the house.
So I told them this is Ethiopian New Year.
Suddenly, all the music I know is just gone from my brain. Give me 1 second.
We celebrated, that's the day when I feel wow.
Happy Ethiopian New Year. The New Year brings hope.
It's the most beautiful city in Africa.
Ethiopia it's a new beginning.
Addis Ababa, Happy New Year.
Hello and welcome viewers. This is the celebration of Ethiopian New Year, and we from Addis Media Network wish you happy Ethiopian New Year.
We are here in the traditional house with wonderful guests celebrating the Ethiopian New Year. It's the beginning of the year, and Enqutatash is here.
Yeah, everybody knows that for most of the Western world, September marks, the end of summer. The Western people spend their time behind closed windows and locked doors.
However, in Ethiopia, it's very much different because this time of the year represents much more than changing of the seasons. Because, as I said before, it's the beginning of the year. It's a fresh, bright new start.
Addis Media Network wishes everyone happy Ethiopian New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
2017.
2017.
Yeah. Ethiopian celebration has long history.
Yeah, this Ethiopian New Year celebration has a long history. There are certain legends that have been taught from year to year. So how do I start that?
Yeah. 3 millennia ago, Queen of Sheba paid a state visit to the biblical King Solomon.
Wait, let me finish that.
Okay.
Let me finish that.
Yeah.
Let me take you journey with me with 3,000 years ago people. 3,000 years ago, like Asrat said, the Queen of Sheba during a state Queen Sheba had a state visit. King Solomon gifted Queen Sheba jewels. Then after that, when Queen Sheba returned to Addis Ababa, she found that the whole Addis Ababa was adorned with yellow daisies, Addis Ababa flowers. So after that, the people of Ethiopia named this Enqutatash, which means the Empress of Jewels.
That's right. Yeah, in her return, she found that the hill downs were full of these yellow flowers, and those flowers marked, the beginning of a new year, which is in Ethiopia known as September, according to the Coptic calendar, the Ethiopian calendar. It's a bit different from the Gregorian calendar. And when everyone is here in Ethiopia, at least people are 7 years younger.
Yeah,
At
7
least.
years younger.
Yeah. So, Ikram, we have guests in here, and let's start from, acquainting our guests will introduce themselves, and let's start from here.
Okay, can you introduce yourselves, please?
Thank you. My name is Abraham Talahun. Currently, I'm working in Ethiopia. I have manufacturing company, and I'm a PR for Ethiopian Diaspora Association. I have been living away, but now I'm back to Ethiopia, and I'm doing my own business. And wish everybody Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you.
Welcome, Abraham. Thank you.
Let me take the turn to my right side. And would you please introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Linnea, and I've been in Ethiopia for 13 years. And I lived in England before I came here. I came here when I was 4 years old. And I've lived here my entire life. I grew up here, I went to school here, and I have aspirations to become an Ethiopian singer since I sing in Amharic. አማርኛ ማውራት እችላለሁ፣ ማንበብ እችላለሁ፣ መጻፍም እችላለሁ።
What a surprise.
You're gonna read my book.
Of course, of course. አለሁ።
Please, say something.
This is quite wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Can you introduce yourself briefly, please?
You Ethiopian culture, good culture, very good. Or Happy New Year.
Yeah, and tera name. कोई
My,
बात नहीं, हिंदुस्तान.
my name Vijender. My name Vijender.
Vijanda.
Yes.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Namaste.
you. Namaste.
Okay.
So, would you please introduce yourself as well?
Thank you. My name is Ermias Makonnen. Originally, I'm here from Ethiopia. I lived in the state for a long time, and I do back and forth, and board advisor for the Ethiopian Diaspora Association. I'm just doing volunteer job here in Ethiopia.
So let's be back to our sister in here who has been for 13 years in Ethiopia. And please say something at least.
You want me to sing a little thing?
Yeah, little things, yeah.
Okay. I usually specialize in Ethiopian pop music, like BTG and Zaritu Kabede. BTG is one of my favorite artists here. I recently actually met her, and she's very lovely. She's a very lovely woman. And her husband, Ermias, too, he's lovely. And yes, I sing in Amharic. I mean, how do I sample, on TV?
Yeah, you can do it.
I can, okay.
I'm here next to you.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
Thank you.
That's lovely. Please clap your hands again.
ናፍቆቴ ናፍቀኸኛል ብርቱ አንተ እኮ ከሌለክ ሙሉ አይሆንም ቤቱ
Nice, very nice. That's very lovely. That is very lovely. We are, celebrating the Ethiopian New Year with guests, as we earlier said. So, any coincidences in Ethiopia since you came here?
New Year, enjoying new Africa, good. अच्छा
बहुत अच्छा.
बहुत अच्छा है. बहुत धन्यवाद.
Okay.
पर्सन का इनवाइट किया.
Okay, he's saying thank you very much. I love Ethiopian culture. I love like unique the way you guys are welcoming people. I am so humble. That's why he said I came as a tourist, but now I have started my own factory here. That's why he's saying thank you very much for your hospitality.
Yeah, very nice. So I think a couple of months, he has been for a couple of months here in Addis.
Yeah.
So how did you see the changes here in Addis? Some changes are going on, like some reconstructions, renovations. How do you see that?
बहुत चेंज हुआ है.
Yeah.
New changing, new अभी जैसे सेम दुबई. Yes. Addis same तरक्की increase. Good है.
Wow. He said like, he have been, the first time he came was before 14 years. Now he have been going and coming, but now he have established his own company. But he said now Addis is like Dubai. When I came back after 2 years, he said Addis was, am I in Addis or am I in Dubai? Wow. That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Okay, let's reminisce, the past moments that especially during during festivals and all of that. Can you just tell us something, just a drop?
Like New Year, which we celebrate, is different than we celebrate out there, because we celebrate in January 1st. So most of foreigners, they don't know. But every Ethiopian in our New Year, we make sure we dress up like our cultural dress. We make bread, cake, even if possible we get talla and taj. Mr. Ermias knows this well. So, we even bring singers from Ethiopia because, we don't want to miss out, okay? So, together we celebrate. And wherever there's many Ethiopians living, we change the vibe of that city. People will start questioning, oh, what's going on here? They say, yeah, today is Ethiopian New Year. Wow, seriously? They want to know more about Ethiopia. That's like how we tell about Ethiopia history. Yes, we are ambassadors. And one of our New Year's, our festives, is like promoting our culture, what is Ethiopia, and it's a chance to tell the world we are unique people. Yeah.
That is so great. You mentioned Ermias, and please, Ermias, say something regarding this.
Yeah, he knows better than me.
Yeah.
He should tell us like experience of American.
Yeah, in America, we every time the New Year comes, we cry, we miss the home. And by the time the first time I went there was not too many Ethiopians, and that was tough for us. But nowadays, too many of them in every state. Washington, D.C., next in California, and in Las Vegas. Now we have in California, Los Angeles, there is a big neighborhood even called Little Ethiopia, recognized by the city,
local government,
local government, by the mayors, and in Las Vegas also the same thing. And now they respect our culture, and they know we're different from anywhere in the world. We have like 13 months of sunshine. Most countries, they have only 12 months. And we have our own letter that surprised them.
Yeah.
By the way, from 26 English alphabet, 17, 18 of them taken from the Amharic alphabet. For example, if you see C, it is R. If it is, number 7, it is Ga. That kind of stuff. Yeah. Did you even think of that?
The small T is a
see?
Yeah.
She knows that. So now they're recognizing us, and we have our own letter, we have our own dress, and lots of Americans, they love this dress.
They do.
And all these business people, please be ready to export, our own dress. And especially with this technology, there is no big difference now. They can, the technology also helps to know all about Ethiopia. And believe it or not, lots of Americans, they're very interested about the Ethiopian culture. America, we have lots of similarities. During, for example, 9/11, I was in America. And when that terrorist attack happened, lots of Ethiopians from Orthodox church, from every church, they were like crying, beating their heart, and lots of Muslims from every mosque, they were like crying, like they lost someone from the family. So because of that, we're connected.
We see the bondage.
Yeah, we create lots of bonds, and hopefully America will be our big brother.
So viewers, we are here just exchanging ideas from our guests concerning the celebration of the Ethiopian New Year. Again, we would like to say everyone happy Ethiopian New Year.
Yes, viewers, this is Addis Media Network and main English special New Year program, Voice of Generation.
Yeah, having said that, I would like to present you, our guests, a kind of, gift sent to you from the Chief Executive Officer of Addis Media Network, Kasahun Gonfa, and he sent you these postcards, which are printed very recently this day today.
Ethiopian New Year, everyone.
Ethiopian New Year.
Ethiopian New Year.
Yes.
Everyone. እንኳን መጣሽ እንቁጣጣሽ እንቁጣጣሽ ባበሮች መሃል እንዴት ነሽ እንቁጣጣሽ እንኳን መጣሽ ባበሮች መሃል
እንደምን ነሽ?
The Addis Media Network is a media network engaged in disseminating information of importance with 7 languages, I think, including the Amharic, which is a lingua franca of Ethiopia. And Addis Media Network uses at least 6 vernacular languages. You understand what a vernacular language is? Yeah, everyone understands vernacular languages. So we use languages like Afar, Oromifa.
We have the Afar.
Yeah.
Like you said, we have English, we have Arabic. These are not vernacular language though. We
Yeah.
have the Tigrinya,
Tigrinya
we
vernacular.
have the Somalis,
Yeah.
and we have the Tigrinya. I said
Yeah.
Tigrinya.
Yeah.
Tigrinya, Oromifa, and Somalis, and Afar.
Yeah. So that is, a kind of effort exerted from Addis Media Network, to cater the information needs of not only the Addis Ababa audience, but audiences throughout the nation, as well as anybody interested, in following the information deliveries of Addis Media Network everywhere across the planet. I mean,
Because
actually,
Addis Media Network is the voice of
generation. I would be very glad if my sister in here says something, because she has been for 13 years in Ethiopia.
It's a long time.
Yeah, so she has been celebrating Ethiopian New Year's for about 4 long years.
Can we ask her a question too?
Yeah,
May I start?
please.
Okay. When I was in college, I have my best friend. He's Armen here in Ethiopia.
Okay.
So he just looked like a white fox,
Yeah.
like you do. So he's from Dredawa.
Okay.
He speaks like fluent Amharic.
Yeah.
Every time we go to the store to Mercato, and I stand behind, and so when he asks the price, how much is it? They tell him like, "Tinish mato chamerabet." Can you add 200?
Yeah.
So he was like, he's from Dredawa. So how about this one? They always add the price. And finally, how much is the total? So when they tell him in Amharic, he said, "Ipalalal." Everybody's like scared. And then one time I used to work here in Ethiopian Airlines. And
That's another experience, by the way.
yeah, the second one and last one. So there are lots of people saying goodbye, for families, friends. So our entry was closed. So I'm a skinny boy. So I just sneak and entered. He was like big guy, and he has to push someone. And one lady, she called him, "Wadal gafatarኝ እኮ." ከዛ he said back in Amharic, "አንቺ ምን አገባሽ ዝም አትይም እንዴ?" He was so scared. Do you have that experience?
All the time,
Like,
every
okay,
day.
okay.
Every day it happens to me.
Okay.
It's
ፈረንጅ
actually-
ፈረንጅ and
ፈረንጅ ብዙ አለ።
እሺ ከዛ
It's a lot of the time I'll be on the bus or I'll be doing something out somewhere and like በአማርኛ የሆነ ነገር ይላሉና እኔ እሰማለሁና እንደዚህ ምናምን ስላቸው ከዛ I turn to them and I start speaking Amharic በጣም ነው የሚደነግጡ. It's so funny. It's hilarious. like እንዴ ትችላለች እንዴ ከየት ነው የመጣችው እንዴ? And it's so
how about
funny.
price wise?
Oh my gosh. It's okay, my parents, they don't speak Amharic very well. So እኔ አማርኛ እችላለሁ obviously. So I have to go places with them እንዳይጨምርባቸው በጣም ይጨምርባቸዋል. And like I feel like on me ትንሽ ይጨምራሉና ከዛ አማርኛ ሳውራ ኦ ለካ ከዛ አረ ቀንስልኝ ምናምን ስላቸው ይቀንስልኛል ግን I mean I guess for my parents yes but it really depends if you speak Amharic or not. I feel like you get a lot of respect here for speaking Amharic, and when you do speak Amharic, more people will speak to you, love you, and respect you. So at the same time, it's a good thing, you know. Yeah.
So any particular incident that you remember? Any particular?
Yeah, actually, this when I was like, let's say, how old was I? I was like 10 or 9. I was on the babur. It was just made.
Train.
Yeah, the train. The train was just made, and I used to travel every day from Tor Hailoch to Meri because my school was in Meri, School of Tomorrow. Shout out to School of Tomorrow. And we used to travel every day, me and my mom, because my mom was a teacher there. And so one day we're going back from Meri to home, and we're sitting on the bus, and this one girl, she pulls my hair. She's like, "Arat agura, ndazi anet agur binorin ko ምናምን." She just የሆነ ነገር አለችኝና she's like, "አይ ነጮቹ የኛ ሀገር መጥቶ ኮሎናይዝ ሊያረጉ ነው." ከዛ I turn around and I'm like, ምንድነው የምትይው እንዴ? አማርኛ እኮ እችላለሁ። ከዛ ሁሉም ባቡሩ like ያሉ ሰዎች on the train, they turn around and they're like, "አረ በስመ አብ ምናምን ተገረጣች ምናምን ግርጣት ምናምን It was so funny. ያስደነግጣል ግን አንዳንዴ ይሆናል አንዳንዴ አይሆንም. It happens, you know? Yeah. ድንዛዜው አልበዛው ወይ መፋዘዙ ነቃበሉ አልበዛው ወይ መንቀላፋት ኃላፊነትን መዘንጋት ድንዛዜው አልበዛው ወይ መፋዘዙ ነቃበሉ አልበዛው ወይ መንቀላፋት ኃላፊነትን መዘንጋት ድንዛዜ በወሬ ያለ ጥቅም ያለ ፍሬ ድንዛዜ በጭፈራ ሰው ለሰው ብቻ የሰማ information ጠዋት ማታ አይስኪ ከጠፋ ትንሽ አዘዋወርኩት ግን ስለሚጠፋብኝ እኮ ነው.
No problem with that.
Thank you.
So viewers, we are entertaining Ethiopian New Year. Please say something.
This is Ethiopian New Year special program. This is Addis Media Network, the voice of generation. Now I shall go to my guest, and can you tell us any particular encounter you experienced, any particular incident?
Okay, you know, when I was in Tanzania, I used to have a company there. That's the first time I started my own factory was in Tanzania. That's Arusha. So, you know, in New Year, I told everybody tomorrow is a holiday. You know, supposed to come. It was like, I think September 10 or 11. So they say, what holiday? I said, we have a holiday, like a New Year, and I gave them gifts, bonus, you know, we just developed their salary, and they were so amused, and they want to know about the holiday. Yes, because that was like, I think it was Tuesday, you know, Tuesday or Monday, I'm not sure, but it's one of the weekdays, yeah. So I told them, this is Ethiopian New Year, okay? So here is your salary double as a gift. Plus, you know, whatever my product I gave them. So they were so excited and they want to celebrate. They say, how are you going? Because there was no much people. I think we were 5 people living in that city. So they want to celebrate with me. Those guys, they said, okay, fine. Okay, they called me boss. So I said, okay, boss, we want to come and celebrate with you. It's a whole, how do you celebrate? I told them, fine. Like we make cake. And there was no really coffee pot that time, you know, there was no much Ethiopian. So like we brought goat, we brought, you know, like they go and get from somewhere. Whatever I told them, next day they brought, okay? So we celebrated. That's the day when I feel, wow, Ethiopia have a unique culture which can influence others too.
To this extent.
Yes. Then, you know, my manager came, you know, company manager came and told me, please tell us your holiday now. They want to write down everybody. Yes. So, like, you know, we were celebrating like 2 holidays every time.
Yeah.
When it is Ethiopian Christmas, plus, foreign Christmas. So they were so happy. I can't forget that day. I was like, okay, I was missing home, but I feel so happy. Those guys, share, and they were asking me so many questions. Why you guys are? I was telling them, oh, we are 7 years. They asking, oh, you guys are behind? We are not behind. I told them Ethiopia have their own calendar, their own alphabet, their own culture and tradition. In fact, Africans could have followed that one. Then they start calling each other, they start asking, oh, what is Ethiopian name? Like, oh, they give nickname to someone. So they were too much into Ethiopian culture, Yeah, so that's one of the incidents for the New Year.
That's quite special moment, Abraham.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing it.
Thank you,
We are the only one in Africa have our own calendar, so I'm very sure all Africans are interested, to use our own calendar, because we're the only one. I think we got that because we never been colonized, and we have to be proud of that.
Ethiopia, the land of origins, calls
Yes.
out to you, viewers. This is
Yes.
Ethiopian New Year program.
You know that, yeah?
Stay tuned with us.
ባህላችን
We're having this traditional festival. Ever heard of Farasenya before? Abraham?
Sorry, Farasenya?
Yeah.
Yes, I heard, but I don't even know which one is Farasenya.
It's been called Farasenya. Oh, they know how to make it. This is the right way to do it. So this is for the man of the house. It means for the husband. So he has to start eating it. Of course, he's not eating by himself. He has to share with the wife, kids, but he has to touch it first. I love the Ethiopian culture. It really respects your man.
So usually you should have known, because originally you are an Ethiopian, so you have visited 47 countries across the world. How many parts does a dish this Doro has?
Oh, trust me, this is the only country they know part of chicken. Chicken everywhere. There's they cut it this way or that way. Yeah, of course, health-wise, most countries, to avoid the fat, they use the breast. The breast is less fat. It's clean protein. So if you have like cholesterol, if your doctor tells you avoid animal products to get clean protein, you might say the chicken breast. The chicken breast. This is Farasenya. This is Farasenya, and this is the breast. See? The chicken is like this. So this is the breast. This is a very clean protein. Yeah. So the leg has lots of protein. I'm a health coach also.
I
know a little bit.
You're coming from that side.
Exactly. So if you want to avoid animal fats, you can eat the breast. It's clean protein, no fat in it. You know what I'm talking about? You have any question?
We have a question.
Yes, sir.
My colleague wants to ask you a question.
Well, Esther, when making Doro stew, it's dissected into 12 parts. and there's a certain part that is divided between the husband and the wife. What do you call that part?
Okay, I think it's called Makwadesha. It's called Makwadesha, means like Makwadas.
So where's Makwadesha anyway? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Oh, Farasanya is called Makwadesha.
As my colleague in here, Ikram, said, Ethiopia is a land of origins. And being back to you again, you have been here for 13 years. And how did you observe the changes, the recent changes that the city of Addis Ababa is undergoing, like this corridor development and the other, Addis is, renovating the infrastructures, everything. How do you observe that?
I think it's beautiful. I've been here before even roads were constructed. Before the train line was even constructed, it was all jika, it was all mud. So back then, it was so it was very slow developing, And now the fastness of it. I mean, I live past Magananya that way, where everything's being, the roads, on the side of the roads, you have all the new nice things, the gardens, the parks. I think it's so pretty and so lovely for foreigners to come and see how amazing Ethiopia is.
Quite refreshing.
Yeah.
So, my brother over there, we have been, you heard everything that we have been discussing on the recent development of Addis Ababa and celebrating the Ethiopian New Year. So you also were with us wishing the happy Ethiopian New Year. So what are your opinions regarding the Ethiopian New Year and the recent development of Addis Ababa?
Thank you. Happy New Year. እንኳን አደረሳችሁ. Locally we call it Nkutatash or Happy New Year in Ethiopia, which is assembled with like Addis Ababas. Addis Ababas are the resemblance of the New Year, the freshness of the New Year, which is like the transition of the storm to the lights or the sunshines. Our Prime Minister initiated the idea of welcoming guests to Ethiopia, which is usually done with a red carpet, as you remember. But our Prime Minister initiated that we should welcome guests with a carpet of Addis Ababa, which is like the typical culture of Ethiopia, what I like. So I would like to share with us. So next time we should practice that as Ethiopians. And also the little girls sing a song which is called Ababa Yehosh. That is like the indication of one of our New Years. And also the little boys give forms like handmade pictures just like these ones for all the villages in the house. So we celebrate New Year in a special way. As you know, Ethiopians love holidays. Like we are like the famous one in that way. So my favorite holidays one is like New Year. So I would like to say that. And also with the corridor constructions, like I studied civil engineering. So as a construction man, like I really appreciate the idea. Constructions, infrastructures are the major components of a country's growth. So I appreciate it, especially like I'm following the rules. Like I always walk on the sidewalks, not on the bicycle pavements, and also not on the road. So my comment on this is like, if you are not helping, at least do not do a destruction for these corridor constructions. Let's help our country grow. Back again, Happy New Year, Melkam Addis Amet, Melkam Nkutatash. In Ethiopia, especially on every holidays, like there is a cattle as a family member, I don't know. There is a fresh meat in every Ethiopian cultures. My favorite one in my culture is kitfo. Like my mom made a very nice kitfo, and also my sister, I can call her my aunt, is more like a sister. She's a very good cooking kitfo. If you have time, maybe some other time, you try her. And also like the tej, the tella are traditionally like famous drinks in Ethiopia. So I hope you will see us like eating the kitfo and enjoying the tej later in this video. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the vivid image that you created. Thank you.
Mr. Terrafa Lama, can you just invite us some harmonica and just give us the New Year vibe?
በመጀመሪያ ሀገር ውስጥ ያላችሁ ከውጭም የመጣችሁ እንኳን ለአዲሱ ዓመት አደረሳችሁ።
አሜን።
ሀገራችንን ሰላም አድርጎ ለመምጣት ላበቃን አምላክ ምስጋና ይግባው።
አሜን።
በእውነቱ እሱ አማርኛ ስትታወቅ በጣም ደንቆኛል እና እንደው ትዝታኔ ደግሞ በሃርሞኒካ ናቸው።
So Ikram, we are celebrating in a unique way that our artist, our invited artist here, played the French harp, also called harmonica. Yeah, so nicely. And I hope everyone attending this program has enjoyed it.
Yes, I hope too. Mr. Tarrafalema's harmonica playing took me to another world. I was in some parts of my world, so it was so nice. People, we are here in this traditional place celebrating the Ethiopian New Year with a very new vibe, right, Asrat?
Yeah, exactly. The vibe that we have been immersed with the people in here is so unique that particularly that's called, I think, Tizita, Bati, Ambasel, I don't know, that unique style of Ethiopian melody. So everyone, we still wish you a happy Ethiopian New Year.
Well, I want to talk about something. We all know that Ethiopia has a unique calendar. Why not talk about that?
Great. It's again called Coptic, I think.
Yeah.
Coptic calendar?
Yeah, the Coptic calendar, the non-Gregorian one. Ethiopia has 13 months.
13 months.
How come, Asrat? Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, I can say, I can add a bit. That 13 months, including the so-called Agumin.
Agumi, which marks 5 or 6 days in a leap year.
In a leap year, the 13th month. So everyone in Ethiopia, when everyone comes to Ethiopia, everyone starts to feel as if he or she is younger.
Yeah,
7 or 8
7
years.
years younger people.
So
We're
younger.
7 years younger here
And
in
the
Ethiopia.
Yeah, and the Gregorian calendar, the European calendar is actually different from ours because, I don't know, long ago, the Ethiopian, this church-related, these people who, formulated this unique calendar,
Yeah, the Eastern
astronomers.
Orthodox Church.
They are usually called Ethiopian astronomers.
Ethiopian astronomers.
Let's say. So that's it. And
September.
September?
Tell me about September.
Let's talk about September as well. People during the September month, days and nights are always equal. You know the reason? Because the sun is at the top of equator. That's the reason. Everyone likes September.
We are here in September, marking the beginning of the new year. It's Nkutatash.
እንቁጣጣሽ
Nkutatash.
እንቁጣጣሽ እንኳን ደህና መጣሽ።
እንኳን ደህና ቆየሽ.
Yeah, everybody loves the flower. Who doesn't like the flower, anyways?
You can say something. You
Yeah,
can add.
everybody loves the flower. Who doesn't like the flower?
Yeah, I think Abraham wants to add something. Yeah. You can say regarding the flower thing, the yellow flower things, if you have any incident, coincidence.
I always like it's no coincidence. Whenever we celebrate in outside world, in foreign land, maybe in Canada, America, you might get ice, okay? It's too cold and you don't like feeling going out, and it's really like a bad vibe, when you want to celebrate like European New Year. But when it comes to Ethiopia, it's like a new beginning. You see everywhere green, and we got like this special yellow flower where we call it Addis Ababa, right? So we see that, and our crops grow and get ready in September. Rain stop, mud stop, and the land get dry, and it's like a blessing, It's good. Even when you compare to Ethiopian and European calendar, we have a right reason to start our New Year in September, okay? To me, it doesn't make sense January 1st to celebrate a new year. I don't know if Aturimas can explain to me, but Ethiopia it's a new beginning, okay? We celebrate our Ethiopian New Year with a new beginning, with a new vision, and even the nature is with new view. You go everywhere, it's green. You go, it's dry. We got beautiful weather in September. So we have a good reason to celebrate New Year in September. And I would like you to explain if you have anything special to celebrate in January 1st, because I don't agree with that.
I would like to talk about our New Year's. Yeah. Especially in Ethiopia, the New Year. Trust me, next year we have the most beautiful city in Africa, and when the new flower comes, everybody will come to see the flowers. I would love to I might fly soon to Dredawa. If you go to Dredawa, the New Year, it is unbelievable how the Muslims, whatever the Christians celebrate, they show up, they clean. When there is a Muslim celebration, when they celebrate Ramadan or something, the Christians go to the mosque, clean, all that stuff. It makes the country a role model for celebrating the New Year. So we have to work more hard, cultural exchange. Even the other African countries, as Abraham said, most of the African countries, they don't know about New Year's. So we have to work more on that. So who knows? New Year, September, all Africans, they will celebrate it here. We have the African Union here, the office is here, and trust me, all African countries, they know what Ethiopia, what they did. Ethiopia contributed a lot, to make
emancipation of African.
Exactly.
Pan-African movement.
Exactly. So we are working more on that too. Pan-African University will be here soon. All that stuff. The New Year, next year, New Year, it will be so different. I would like to tell whoever is listening to this, we have to be an ambassador, each one of us. Wherever we go, me and Rotarian Abraham, we are working so hard. He's a PR for public representative for Ethiopian Diaspora Association. I'm board advisor, and we're working hard to bring most of the diasporas next year. This year we were so busy. Still, lots of diasporas are here to celebrate, but next year will be I can promise you on that.
Good.
Yeah, they will come with their knowledge, with their investment, all that stuff. That's right, yeah, Abrish?
Okay, so we are here celebrating the new year with different culinary foods and traditions. So can you tell us something about, something you found unique
unique. I can tell you my favorite that I love and anytime any Baal comes, you can ask Abraham, I'm always asking him, Kutfo is, as he said, amazing. It's lovely, it's beautiful, and so is Dorowet. I love Dorowet too. I feel like injera is such a beautiful thing. It's indigenous to Ethiopia, and there's so many. I feel sorry for the people who have never tried injera in the world, or don't have the chance to, because it's so amazing. And yeah, I hope one day everyone all around the world get to try it. It's beautiful.
You know how to make it?
Yes, actually.
Seriously?
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
She's Ethiopian at heart.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I've never heard of that before.
The clay
actually.
ovens.
What?
Because I've never been out of Addis. Well, I have
Here
been
in Addis
once.
they also use it.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone in here has observed what Abraham has been explaining so far. You know, his explanation was so natural. You know, these 3 months, the June, July, August, which we call in Ethiopia the winter, and in Europe they call it summer season. So it seems, you know, very natural to transition from the Ethiopian winter, actually the summer season, to the September, which everything has its own natural transition. You know, the crops, the grass, everything, you know, how the sun even gets high, the temperature, everything changes, varies in Ethiopia. Don't you observe this natural transition? What Abraham was trying, you know, to give the picture is that he wanted to depict to us is this natural transition. How do you observe that?
It's lovely. It's beautiful. I mean, when the rainy season, obviously, it's very gloomy here in the rainy season. And then the Addis Amet ሲመጣ ደግሞ it changes and it becomes beautiful, and the Addis Ababa comes, and it's just lovely and amazing.
I want to add something on what is the capital city of Ethiopia? It is Addis Ababa, yes? How does it get its name? Addis Ababa. You know, the king and queen back in 100 and more than years ago, the queen came and saw a beautiful land with a lot of flowers, yes? Then she called it Addis Ababa. So our cultures, our New Year's, our innovations are always related with the nature. You know, the flower resembles our hope, our prosperity also. So I would like to say the flower brings good thing and a hope. So when the people are silent, the nature speaks, yes? So even nature helps us. The calendar is not only for the people. Even Earth in Ethiopia changes calendar also. So we are the land of origin. That's why we say it. So happy Ethiopian New Year's again. Welcome back.
India, bara holiday here.
Yes, big holiday.
Holy hai,
Holi hai, Diwali hai.
Diwali hai,
Yes.
फिर yeah, Diwali hai, Holi hai. So
Big festival hai, Holi, finish Diwali. December year new है.
okay,
Yes.
so
वो बिग है, लेकिन यहाँ का कल्चर थोड़ा अलग है. Something अलग, फूड अलग, कल्चर अलग. लेकिन इंडिया और अफ्रीका भाई ब्रदर something हैं, same culture.
so Ethiopia and India bahi ha.
Yes, relation.
हाँ बहुत अच्छा है, strong है.
Good, yes.
Yes, लेकिन no. Now, so what my friend Mr. Binder he said is that they have a holiday in India, which is Holi, Diwali, and New Year, which they celebrate in January. But he said, you know, the Holi festival, they have our maskal. You know, it's kind of maskal. They gather together at night. They put fire. They dance all around. Yeah, that's he said, which he absorbed. Last year he was here for maskal. You know, so he said you guys have beautiful country. He has been many African countries, which he didn't find it. He said Ethiopia is so unique. By the way, he has gone 20 countries to look where to invest. But when it comes to Ethiopia, you know, the people, the culture, and you know, even the peace. Okay, I know, you know, we have some conflict somewhere. They believe Ethiopia still it is the safest country as compared to any other African country. That's why he said Ethiopia is unique. That's why I invested in Ethiopia. Yeah.
Hello everyone, you have been attending the celebration that we have been celebrating so far with our guests from various places who are living here in Addis so far.
Yes, the new year marks the spirit of renewal, embedded with hope and tradition.
Exactly. Ethiopians, wherever they are, they always say Nkutatash, Happy Ethiopian New Year, which marks the celebration and the wish of Ethiopian New Year.
How about we proceed with, New Year wishes, Asrat?
That is great. Let's start from here. You can say something as a wish for everyone.
Okay. Well, happy Ethiopian New Year. እንኳን አደረሰን እና I hope this coming new year everyone goes in healthy, happy, and lives life to the fullest and feels safe and great. So that's my wish to everyone in Ethiopia this coming new year.
Yeah, I wish for everyone to be a happy new year, and my wish for all Ethiopians, praying for the Lord, and we have to be one, no division, no nothing, and I can't wait until everything is peace, everything come to peace, I hope we'll strongly believe, in coming to round table and discuss and bring the peace to our country, and let the Lord help us. We'll see that very soon. Every one of us, let's pray. And our country, trust me, will continue to be the greatest nation in the world.
So for the peoples in the world, for Ethiopians, እንኳን አደረሳችሁ መልካም እንቁጣጣሽ, and for the rest, happy Ethiopian New Year. Let the new year brings hope, joy, and also freshness to your lives. Happy New Year again. Thank you.
Okay, before I wish a new year, I really like this new year. I want every Ethiopians to be united and to be peaceful. We have differences. Everybody have their own difference here. Differences is not bad. We can have different idea, but we should solve everything under the table. So wherever there's conflict, everybody should come under one table and solve it, please. It is enough now. We have a big country. By the way, Ethiopia have its own resources. If we can get together and manage our resources, Ethiopia can grow. Imagine, under conflict, we are growing every year, but we are wasting resources, mind, human life. Everything is wasting somewhere with, conflict each other. So we should go and for peace, everybody should think of like solving everything under one table. And I really want to send a message, whoever going to forest to fight or to the government, everybody should come together. We don't have another country. Ethiopia used to be ahead. Now we are going to be a laughing stock. So we have to be very careful. We are now just putting a bad history for our future generation. So Ethiopia should be united, and it's my wish to everybody. Malkam Addis Amet, Happy New Year. Wish you happiness, peace, prosperity for everyone who is living in Ethiopia and abroad, my friends and family. Malkam Addis Amet. I really want to thank the management of Addis Media Network, which you said it's voice of a generation. It's really a nice media. I have seen many changes. We have been working together. I really like you guys are really using many different languages. That's really good. The management is going well. And Happy New Year to every Addis Media Network employees. Thank you and stuff. Yeah.
Addis Ababa, Happy New Year, all Ethiopia. नया साल Addis Ababa को मुबारक हो.
Mubarak ho. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on your channel, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, just to remind you, Addis Media Network uses the social media platforms. If you go to the YouTube, Facebook, even we are on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Everywhere. We are everywhere. And if you browse, you can find us. You can get us.
Okay, I will.
Please be in contact.
I'm always watching TV. Addis Media is one of the top, and I like the way you transmit your news for everybody, especially like with different languages, and I really like that. I hope your media will be all over Africa, like African Renaissance. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Thank you, AMN, for having us today. Since our host today is Voice of Generation, I have a comment for like, let's be the generation who build, who encourage, and who changes the things, not be like the ones to criticize, okay? Let's be the generation who can create, deliver, and make Ethiopia better. Thank you.
So everyone, happy Ethiopian New Year. Happy Ethiopian New Year. Happy Ethiopian New Year. እንኳን መጣሽ አበቦች መሃል እንዴት ነሽ ነሽ እንቁጣጣሽ እንኳን መጣሽ በአበቦች መሃል እንዴት ነሽ ነሽ